All right, hey Larry, how you doing?
Yeah, good. How are you doing?
Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Yeah, thanks for taking time to meet with me.
You bet.
You got about 15 minutes?
Yes, yeah, sure.
Okay, great. My goal, maybe about 20. You got about 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Great. So, yeah, basically just gonna ask you some questions, kind of find out about your company, explain why people get Aflac in the first place, and then if this might be something that you want to contribute towards for your employees, or you can do it 100% voluntary, that's completely up to you.
Cool.
So, basically be able to do some research on your company, and, saw that you have about 20 employees, is that right?
Yep.
Small family, locally owned business?
Yep.
Treat your employees like family?
Yeah, a lot of our family members work here, so.
Okay, great. Yeah, those are the exact kind of companies we like to work with. Like to help you keep up with the big corporations on things like benefits and without spending all the same amount of money. Hey, I'm gonna turn my phone off real quick. You mind if I turn our phone off
No.
for about 15 minutes real quick? Just to keep it short. Great. Hey, besides yourself, are there any other decision makers?
No, I'm pretty much the head cheese.
Okay. You don't have to run these decisions by anybody else?
No, just me.
All right, great. Hey, when a good idea comes across your desk, how do you make decisions?
Probably looking at it through what it does to the bottom line.
Okay.
If it's gonna benefit the company that way, then we usually try to put it in.
Okay, great. And I'm just gonna ask you some questions. Is there anything you'd hope I would cover right off the bat?
I just see the commercials all the time and kind of curious.
Okay. You know it's insurance?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And some people say I need to ask my employees if they want this, because they're thinking more on the benefits side of this. But as I'm gonna show you, this is clearly it's a business decision and not necessarily a benefits decision.
Okay.
Okay, so and then if you want to, excuse me, if you want to move forward with this, basically all it's going to be is about a 15-minute presentation with your people. It's about a 10-minute presentation followed by 5 minutes of questions and answers. Gather everybody together, and then I'll explain what Aflac is, the great benefits you're offering them. Anybody that wants to sign up that day can, and then we come back the very next day and sign up the stragglers. Okay, so it's very simple. If that doesn't work, we can just see everybody one by one.
Okay.
Okay. And like I said, some people like to do this, contribute, or it could be completely voluntary. And you do have 20 employees, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And do you guys offer major medical?
No.
Okay. Is there a reason why not?
The cost just went through the roof, and we used to have it, and when the under 50 thing came around, then we opted out.
Okay, great. How much is too much? How much would you spend if you could?
When we had major medical, we were spending about $350 per employee.
Okay.
So maybe half of that we feel comfortable with.
Okay, great. And then how do you guys get together? You're manufacturing here, so is everybody on site?
Yes, we do have a safety meeting once a week.
Okay, great.
That's just to try to keep workman's comp claims down.
Okay. And how much, or when is that meeting take place?
Normally we run it Friday at lunch.
Friday
And
at lunch.
I'll bring in pizzas and stuff for the employees, and we can get together and
Okay,
go over everything.
great. Do you guys get together for lunch? When are your break times and shift work?
Normally with our manufacturing, you pull one person out of the line, it shuts the whole line down, so we just stop.
Oh, okay.
We just do a complete stop.
Just stop for lunch? Okay, great. If we do decide to move forward with this, I'd probably ask for either one of those lunch times or at your staff meeting,
Yeah.
like the last 15 minutes of your staff meeting.
Yeah, that would work.
Okay, great. And then just kind of some business questions here. As you're growing your business, what's keeping you up at night? What are your biggest challenges?
Well, with the boom in Colorado, key employees are shopping. We're looking for who's gonna pay the most, and so we lost a really good floor manager. Somebody else just had higher pay and better benefits.
Okay. Have you tried to do anything about that?
No, try to buy in beer more often, I think.
Okay. Like make it more fun,
Yeah.
social, build the culture.
Yeah.
In round numbers, what's that costing your company, do you think, to lose those people?
I don't know, we had to go through a temp agency, and then just the loss of that production. I bet that one guy was probably retraining probably about 40 grand.
On the one person?
Yeah.
Okay. And how many people did you lose last year?
We lost 3.
Okay. All right. How about giving everybody raises? Is that something you try to do?
Yeah, every year we try to bump it up, just cost of living kind of stuff, try to keep them happy, try to keep them here.
Okay. And do you know how much that costs you every year?
Last year, I think we did $1 an hour.
On the 20 people, what is that, about 40,000?
Yep.
All right. Any other challenges that you're facing?
Yeah, some of our employees, the ones that are more not into the mid-management, I swear they get hurt on the weekend, and then Monday morning we have a
Oh, yeah.
workman's comp claim.
Monday morning workman's comp.
Yeah.
And here's another question I'm gonna ask. How much is that costing you?
Boy, I haven't looked at our mod rates yet, but I bet they're skyrocketing.
Okay.
All you need is 1 or 2 of those claims a year, and you're gonna pay through the nose.
Okay. All right, great. Well, fortunately, unfortunately, you're in the same situation as a lot of other business owners here in town. And pretty much the way we help them, we work with about 3,400 companies just here in Denver alone. And the way they've chosen to overcome these challenges is through boosting their benefits package. And through a defined contribution, $100, $50, $25, you can even do $20 per month per employee. So it'd be about $400 to cover everybody here on Aflac. So very inexpensive. And here's why people do it. Here's why people get Aflac in the first place. So I'll show you what you would be getting then. So this is Bob, true story. This is the way I was explained Aflac the very first time. Okay. He's 45 years old, has a wife, 3 kids, and I'm gonna fly through this. Works at the Department of Corrections. Through the Department of Corrections, Bob gets Blue Cross as his major medical. Bob's a hockey player on the weekend, goes on the weekend, plays hockey, breaks his leg, puts him in the hospital for 5 days, but it knocks him out of work for 3 months. So 3-month no pay for Bob. But he has major medical insurance. So here's a question for you. Who does major medical insurance protect in this situation?
His doctor bills, that's about it.
Okay, great. Yeah, his doctor bills. The doctors in the hospital that took care of him. Okay, so the way we look at it, all insurance protects whoever it pays in the end. So just like my life insurance, if I die, my wife and kids get the money.
So it's who gets paid.
It's whoever gets paid in the end, yep. So Blue Cross these days are paying doctors and hospitals about 70% of this bill. This poor guy here has to pay the other 30%, okay? But he just got knocked out of work for 3 months. He doesn't have any way to pay for his doctor bills. On top of this, he has a house payment and a car payment, and what other payments does he have?
Utilities,
Yeah, gotta keep the lights on.
food on the table,
Food's the biggest one. Yeah, still has his kids.
yeah, daycare, yeah.
Yeah, all your bills, right? Et cetera, et cetera. So he has all the bills that everybody else has, and then he gets doctor and hospital bills. So he has deductibles, co-pays, medicine, crutches, follow-up visits. So his pile of bills just went up next month pretty drastically. His income went down because nobody gets paid for not working. And how much of that does major medical pay for? None of it.
And this part here has gotten out off the charts big, the deductibles.
Oh yeah, huge, huge. So that's what we do. That's what Aflac does, is we pay cash to the person that gets sick or injured to help cover the family expenses associated with the injury or the illness. Okay, so we don't pay doctors and hospitals anything. We would just send you, your employees, cash if you ever got sick or injured. And then here's how we pay. So this is our accident plan. It's our most popular plan. If one of our clients seeks medical attention due to any accident, we give them a check for $120. Okay, so someone could be out mowing the lawn, something hits them in the eye, they go to the doctor, they get $120. Do you have kids?
Yes, 2.
How many kids? How old are they?
They're both teenagers.
Both teenagers?
Yeah.
Okay, great. If any of your kids were to get into an accident, you get $120 to start. And then all the rest of the numbers are the same for adults or kids. Okay, so he got $1,000 overnight stay in the hospital, $250 every day in the hospital, $1,000 for his broken leg, and we paid him for follow-ups, physical therapy, transportation, crutches. So his first check from Aflac was $4,855. He also signed up for short-term disability, and that's what pays people by the day for missing work. He missed 3 months of work. He signed up for $1,500 a month, and so we gave him another $4,500 for a grand total of $9,355, which was enough money to help him pay his bills, till he's back on his feet and back to work.
Yep.
Okay, and so the question I'd ask, get a room full of people, we do these presentations all the time, it's like, hey, if you're in this situation where you're gonna come up with $9,000, right? Did you save up $9,000? It's hard to save up $9,000.
Yeah,
And
nobody
then-
has that.
Yeah, and then you can go to family and friends, but they're living up to their means, and they can't afford to take on another family's expenses. Okay, and then they might come to you as the boss. Okay, where do they get their money from now?
Yeah, that payday loan thing.
Yeah, they get the money from you, right?
Yeah.
So when they get in this situation, the only way where to turn is to you. So we take that risk away from you, take that off your shoulders. And we help act as that 3-month, 6-month emergency fund that everybody's supposed to have, that nobody we talk to has.
Right.
Okay, very, very few people. And the good news for our clients is that one costs about $7 a week, and we get short-term disability down to about $8 a week. So we can protect everybody. I didn't ask how much an hour do you pay your employees?
Most of them are right between 15 and 20.
Okay. So for an hour's wage per week, they can protect their income and probably get a family plan. And if they have kids playing sports, kids doing dangerous things, they're all covered too. Okay. So that's how we like to describe the concept. Our number one plan, our most important plan, is our cancer policy. Do you know your odds of getting cancer? 1 out of how many men? 1 out of how many women?
I heard it was high in Colorado because of skin cancer.
Oh yeah, yeah. So 1 in 3 women get cancer, and 1 in 2 men get cancer. Okay, so if one of our clients gets cancer, we don't give them $120, we give them $6,000. And then if any of their kids get cancer, we give them $12,000. Okay, then it pays 30 other different ways. The treatments, chemotherapy, radiation, anything anybody's going through, we're putting cash in that person's bank account. Okay, so those are just a few that I like to highlight on that. So like I was saying, that's kind of what, you'd get the ball rolling by doing a defined contribution for your employees. And so that's how we're helping people. So, like I said, we're working with about 3,400 companies here locally, and the way they overcome these challenges, is through $25, $50, $100 per employee per month. And for that, you get our full benefits suite, paycheck protection, high deductible protection, our workman's comp strategy. We talk about workman's comp. So instead of them doing this on the weekend and coming in and faking an injury on the job, now they're calling me and I'm getting them paid the very next day.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Because I know workman's comp, it can drag out for months just to get paid.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they know if they get hurt in the weekend beer league, they're not bringing it on the job. They don't even make that decision. They're calling their Aflac agent.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting the money the very next day.
Makes sense.
So dental, vision, life, you don't offer any of that here?
No.
Yeah, now you do. Now you can. Exchange assistance, technology solutions, one-on-one benefits explanation, I can set you up for telemedicine also. So if any of your employees have a sick child, they can just call the doctor and get a prescription right over the phone.
Wow.
Okay. So how does it sound?
Very, very intriguing.
Okay.
I think it's something we could, employees could definitely use it. I hear stories about kids getting hurt all the time in sports and,
Oh yeah.
and how it really hurts their pocketbooks and stuff. So, yeah, I think I'd like to show it to them.
Okay, great. Well, basically, probably the best option would be to get 15 minutes of that staff meeting on a Friday. I'd rather present on a Monday at lunch, and that way I can catch any stragglers on Tuesday morning or Wednesday morning that need to talk to a spouse. Do you think we can do the Monday lunch instead
Yeah.
of the Friday staff meeting?
Yeah, that might work better because sometimes the safety part goes longer than just the time we're shut down. So
Okay.
if we had it separated, it would work.
Yeah, I'll keep the presentation to about 10 minutes, 5 minutes of questions and answers. We can send everybody back to the line, and then I can shoulder tap people in one by one. I'll make sure we don't shut down your operation, obviously. Anyone that needs to talk to a spouse, and go talk to the spouse, and then I'll come back the very next morning and have this all buttoned up by next Tuesday afternoon.
Perfect.
Sound good?
Yep.
So you want to do this on Monday?
Yep.
Okay, great. Do you have 15 more minutes? Do a quick call with headquarters?
Yep.
Okay, all right, great. We'll call headquarters and get you established as that you're a real business. I know you are. They just need to make sure you are. And then, great. And then, hey, if I do a good job with this presentation and your employees are happy, would you mind giving me a referral?
No.
Okay.
No, this looks like something everybody could use.
Okay, great. I'll get that after we're all done here. Well, thanks a lot, Larry.
Thank you.
And I'll see you on Monday at noon.
Cool.
Okay, thanks.